Welcome back to my shop. Today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to glue this doll bed together that I'm working on for my granddaughter. Remember we fitted it together last time with dry joints, no glue. So now what we do is we go ahead and take this apart. What I like doing when I glue is I use this Titebond 2 glue. It's an extended glue, extended wood glue, which means that it gives me more time to work the joints before the glue sets up. Some of the glue set extremely fast, and then you're in trouble if it starts setting before you're ready to clamp everything together. So the very first thing I do with my glue is I just get the glue coming out ready to glue. What I do is I make sure that I put just a little bit inside the mortise. Then what I do is I take a dowel rod. This is a little round dowel rod, and I can get it inside the joint and make sure that I get the glue around there really well. Okay, cut, Jake. And now we'll cut to the part where I have them all glued. Okay, now that we have the headboard and with the bottom rail and the headboard portion glued into the post, what we do now is we glue this. And I have these lever action clamps, which are very nice. They have cork pads on them, see? So that's very soft, it doesn't dent your wood. So now what I'll do is I'll put one of these on the bottom here, and I'll clamp that up. And see, it pulls the glue nice and tight out of the glue joint. And I put one on this side here also. Now that will dry for 15 or 20 minutes before I remove the clamps and go ahead and glue the footboard. Okay, now that we have the headboard clamped up and needing to dry for a little while, we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way, and we'll go ahead and get the footboard glued up. I already have glue in here. This slow set glue works very well. So here's my footboard. Let's make sure I'm doing the right side first. There you go. This angle here goes on the inside. So there's that one. See how that fit? And that's why you make sure that you dry fit all your glue joints first. Now we'll go ahead and we'll get a clamp on this one, another one of these lever action clamps. There's a lot of other type of clamps to use too. These just happen to be the ones that I have and that I like to use. Great, so now we'll leave this set and we'll come back and we'll glue the side rails so that we can get the headboard and the footboard all attached. All right, well, it's been about enough time now for this glue to set up. So what I'm going to do now, I'll take these clamps off the headboard and the footboard, and I'll start preparing the joints for gluing the last rails together, and then we'll have a complete bed ready to go. So I'll go ahead and break these off, and then we'll get going here. So, very nice, they come off extremely easy. Notice there's no mars in the wood at all because of the cork in there. And the pads, the clamps. Whoops, there you go. There we go. That's all taken apart. Now I'll go ahead and I'll start preparing these joints for gluing the side rails together. Okay, we're just finishing up getting these headboard and footboard ready to assemble. I'll just get my last bit of glue in there. I always use a dowel rod to kind of smear it around the hole, get it all plenty of glue in there. Okay, so now that that's ready to glue, now we go ahead and we take and we assemble this. So we'll go ahead and put this side rail in here first. Push it in there so that's a nice tight fit. That's what we like to have, a nice tight fit. I'll get the next one in there. Get that. Now we'll go ahead and bring this down here. And we'll get this footboard glued into place. Push that in there. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll take my lever action clamps again. See, and I put this on. Get it nice and located to where it's centered properly on that glue joint. Get even pressure that way. There, we got that one clamped on. Now I'll go ahead and get this other one. Now the next thing that I do when I'm gluing these up, I make sure that the bed is square. In other words, it can't be out of square because then my mattress won't sit in there properly. So I use this combination square to make sure everything looks good. I put it on there and it's just not quite there yet. So I'll just move this clamp over a little bit. By moving it closer to this way, it makes the whole bed move a little bit farther that way. Now I'll check that out. And I tell you what, it is perfect. That's it. Next time what we'll do is we'll show you how we put the bottom in. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.